Okay, so that other ravioli came out pretty good, so now I'm ready to start making raviolis. I'm not going to leave you out on this important part here. Here's where you actually make the ravioli. So I have my dough over here. It's been sitting for a few minutes, and it's ready to be used. So what I'm going to do, I know the camera's a little squirrely there, so I'm going to put it where you can see it in the camera. Okay, I'm going to use my baller here. I'm going to use a smaller one, and I'm just going to go in here and get a ball of dough. Okay, I'm going to need 2 of them for each ravioli. So we got 1 and 2. So now I roll it up a little bit, get it ready to go, and I put it in my corn tortilla press here, and I squish it all the way down as flat as possible. You want your pasta to be really thin, so of course it's going to stick to the saran wrap, so I'm going to leave it out there. There's a little corner area there that I don't want to deal with. You can even flatten it out with your fingers if you want, to even help out the process, to get it nice and thin. You could use a rolling pin, you could use the pasta maker attachments that will do this all for you. Most of the time they'll do it on a big in the roller, just roll it, and then they'll square them, and they'll make their things, and they'll cut them, and that's how they get their square ravioli. But this just dawned on me because I bought this the other day, and I thought, I wonder if it would have any other uses, and bam, right away another use. I can make ravioli with it. Okay, so I'm flattening it out a little bit. Make sure they're the same size. You want to put the meat on the side you do not want anything sticking out. You want it in that ball, because you're going to go right on it, put it right there. So as you can see, I have the meat in there. So now I dip my finger in the yolk, and I'm not going to put it on the one with the meat. I'm going to put it on the other one. And the reason being is because it's just easier to do, and I'm not going to mess up the meat. So now I can stretch it just a little bit, and right over the food, press it on one side, tug it, press it on the other side. Whoops, some of the food came out. Okay, so I didn't get a good, I think I have too much meat in there, so I'm going to take some of that ravioli meat out. Pile it back in there again. Get all the meat in there. Being that I had to stretch it and all that wasn't the best thing. So instead of stretching it, I'm going to flatten that sucker out right now. Go flatten it out. Okay, and if it sticks, and you get your nice spatula here and pull it right off. Of course, it stretched it that way, so stretch it out. Now I'm going to get egg around that again. Over the top. Pinch it. Pinch it. You want to work the food to stay inside of it. And be pinching as you do this so that the egg makes the two stick together. Okay, I'm going to need to wipe my fingers because I got food and everything on this. Now, once you pull it off, then you can keep working it. You can keep working it to make sure that's sealed. You can tell the food's really close to the edge there. It might even be coming out here. It is. And they'll stick a little bit more as they dry a little bit, because they're not going to go in the pan yet. So make sure you go through and make sure that it's clean and there's nothing popping out. And that's your first ravioli. Okay, let's see if we can do the second one better. I'm always in the thing that... So actually, I'm going to use the big one for this one and the little one for the balls. About that much. Roll it up. These are sticking together. Whoa, get back up here. And squash. Now again, I can flatten this out with my fingers, get it even thinner and wider. As you can tell, I attempted to make this one, I got a little bit more dough, made this a little bit bigger so I don't have the same problems. Now remember, the littler one gets the food. Which I think that is this one. So I'm going to use the bigger one for the food. Some ricotta. I don't know if there's ham in there. Ham, ricotta, and spinach. Now, as you can see, that's going to work a little bit nicer. So when it goes together nicely like that, you don't want to work it flat like that. What you want to do is you want to pick it up as soon as you can and start working it to where you can pinch it together like that. It's not coming out of the inside, that's on the outside. And there's the next ravioli. That one went together a lot quicker. Okay, so let me make a few more. That's a lot bigger too. Look at that. Look at the difference in size of those two raviolis. This is what we're after here. Okay, so I'm going to turn the video off, make as many as I can, and then you'll see me make the sage cream sauce.